We're back with the Mustang and we're gonna bleed the brakes. Hopefully fourth time's the charm on this puppy. I cut open the old flex line and it was almost all the way clogged. All right, somehow the reservoir on the master cylinder didn't dry all the way out, even though I had the flex line off of the back. So we're gonna go to the back, crack the bleeder, and hopefully gravity bleed the right rear brake. Bleeder screw is cracked. So now what we wanna see is this front volume slowly decrease as the fluid goes down through there into our proportioning valve, all the way along our intermediate brake line, into our new flex hose, splitting to the left and right cylinders. Well, it's a Christmas miracle. We have brake fluid at the rear brake cylinders. I had to use my little hand pump brake bleeder to pull it back there a little bit. Now we're going to use this pneumatic one to get all of the air bubbles out and get those brake lines filled with fluid. Once we bleed these brakes and I bolt down a seat, I think I could test drive this thing. That's terrifying. We have the hose attached to the bleeder screw. We got our pneumatic air pressure thing. We've cracked the valve. Let's see how this thing works. What's difficult to tell is if it's sucking air bubbles from the threads or like a gap here, or is it pulling air bubbles from the line. Well, I'm a dork, I was doing it wrong. What I'm supposed to do is pressurize it first, then crack the valve. See this? This is a bleeder line that's full of solid brake fluid. No bubbles, no nothing. Let's go do the left rear and move on with our day. Rear left is done. Well, the brakes are officially bled. It's a Christmas miracle. Let's go inside the car though and make sure the pedal feels right. Let's hop in. Man, I want to finish this car. Here we go. Ooh, we got good brake pressure. Great brake pressure. That feels good. That feels really good. All right, we are getting really close to driving this thing. I do want to put this Holley 650 double pumper on at some point. I cleaned this up, rebuilt it. It should be ready to go. However, I already know that carburetor works, and so I think for the first test drive, we're gonna use that one. I wrote up this things needed to drive a while back, and this feels very satisfying to cross some of this off. Brakes, check. Brake line, check. Bleeding, check. Fuel, check. Tank inlet, check. Seats, overrated. Which means, in theory, I could lower this off the jack stands. I need to put fluid in the rear diff. And check the transmission fluid. And check fuel. Alright, we're gonna do the rear differential first. We've loosened this fill plug. This one doesn't have a drain plug. Alright, we got some trans and diff lube and some other additive nonsense. Let's crawl back under there and start squirting our fluid in. Underneath the car again, having a lot of fun. There she goes. Alright, I filled it up till it's just barely dribbling out the hole. Fill cap is on. Now let's peek at the transmission. Okay, I checked it. There's fluid in there. I hate this car. Well, that's gonna freaking do it. I'm gonna get a bunch of my tools cleaned up, get this whole area cleaned up. And then I think we're gonna take this thing on a frickin' test drive in the next video. Thank you for following along. Thank you for all of your positive comments. I think we may just see this thing scoot. If you want to support us, check out our merch. And we are going to have some new shirt and sticker designs coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. Love you guys. Bye.